said that the third one is your second best. Why don't you? Oh, your second favorite. So why don't you go ahead and tell me what you like the most about the third movie?
Well, what I like the most about it is how they ground, because like the first two, the horror really comes from the curse and the killers, and
Mm-hmm.
the third, the horror really comes from the discrimination and the hysteria of the town. Because yeah, there's a few scenes where we see the Pastor Miller is killing the kids, and the evil starts infesting the town and what have you. But ultimately, the scary thing, and then that's what Kiana Madera's character Dina originally or ends up telling Sam at the end. She's like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
scared of the devil. I'll go and make this deal with the devil. I'm scared of my neighbor. I'm scared of the woman who'll hang her daughter. I'm
Mm-hmm.
scared of how these people are more willing to, kill us than accept us. Like, that's the scary thing. And I think that is the humanity in the story. And I think that's why the second one is, or the third one, sorry, is so powerful to me, because it really feels like we are in a real story, because that is something that happens in the real world every day. People are discriminated against, and people die all the time because of who they are and how they identify and who they love. So I think that was probably the most intelligent form of the storytelling, and I think that the horror in that was probably the most individual, because it doesn't come necessarily from the witch, because this is the story of the witch. It doesn't really come from that. It comes more from the town and the people in the town and the threat that they pose to these young girls' lives, even though they're
Mm-hmm.
just regular people.
It always comes down to that, doesn't it? It's just young teenage girls just being young teenage girls, and then everybody gotta be like witchcraft, witches,
Yeah,
witches. Like, no,
just because they're trying to make out. Like, leave the girls alone, babe.
they were
Like,
trying to
I was
eat
so
berries
jealous.
in the woods and dance around the fire, and then they got discovered. Like, if you don't let me, like, be a carpet muncher in peace, like, why can't I get a break? Hello, it's
You
night.
don't let me eat this berry right now.
It is 1666. What else can they do? What else is there to do?
I also love that. I love that they like all at the very start of the movie. They're like, "Ooh, it's gonna be a fruitful night." Like that's how they were like.
Communicated.
Nowadays you like text in the group chat with the girls like, "We're going out tonight," but that's like their version of it in
Right.
1666. They're like, "Ooh, fruitful night. I'll see you in the woods later," kind of thing. Like I did love that. I thought that was so much fun.
Oh yeah, like little code names and everything. Just like being sly,
Yeah.
being slick, having some fun. And gosh, watching the movie, and also somebody had pointed this out to me, that this kind of does happen in horror films and other movies as well. Whenever there's a character at the center of your film, and they're just kind of like a side character, not too important, just kind of there, you know what I mean? Not really in the action, and they're just like the good guy, the ally, the friend.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust them. Like,
Immediately suspicious. Immediately suspicious.
yes, like, I
Especially
mean,
in 1666. Like if you're an ally to that
mm,
in 1666, I'm gonna second guess what's going on in
yeah.
your backstory every time.
Literally, his name is Good. Nick Goode.
Yeah, like
Solomon
there's something there
Good. Mm-mm. No, no. It's like
immediately.
it's like it's hiding in plain sight. Like you're not going to trick me. You can't get me. All right. I see you.
Also, like he loves her or something like that. That was also something that I realized when rewatching, that they had some sort of like romantic kinship there, where like she was supposed to marry him and he loved her, and then at the end he's like trying to kill her. Like all of that is just screams psychopath to me.
Mm. Especially because, correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah Fire is the same age as Dina, so she's a teenager, and Solomon Good is like a grown man. So it's
Yeah,
like a 30, like mid 30s, trying to date like a late teen at that, probably 17, 18 years old. It's like, which I know
I
I
feel like
can
back
like,
then that was probably normal,
yeah, but still, it's
but it's
gross.
still strange.
Yeah.
So strange,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like he wants a young
especially since
wife.
his like he had a baby and a wife like previously to that,
Mm-hmm.
so that's makes it a little bit more questionable.
What happened to his baby and his wife? Was that explained in the
Like I
movie?
think, yeah, that's basically his motivation for why he ends up seeking out the devil because his wife was
Oh.
pregnant and she died. He's like, well, I'm tired of life giving me all of this misfortune. I'm gonna take what I want
Oh
and kill
yeah.
everybody for generations to come. Was
Oh
his big
yeah.
villain speech.
Oh yeah. He did say that. He did mention that. Right.
Which, like, I get it, like, I'm so sorry for your loss, but also, like, there's probably now, like, 800 people who have died now because of what you did, so
Yeah.
let's unpack that.
I don't get it. I don't mean maybe you should just move on, stop being a little bitch. How about that? I'm sorry your wife died. I'm sorry your baby died. But like, honest to God, just get down on your knees and just pray for some comfort and move on. Like, for real?
I'm gonna kill my girl Cindy just
We
because you
have.
lost your wife?
You want to make a deal with the devil? For real? If you enjoy watching these highlights, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you know when a new video is uploaded. Baby, what's dead is dead. You're in the land of the living. It is what it is. Simply that. Like, she died. You're going to die in 3 years. You live in 1600s. You're next. You're going to see her soon anyways. So why are you being a little bitch? I mean, I know that's harsh, but he's also a murderer, so.
And if the devil can resurrect all these killers, why wasn't he resurrecting your wife? Like, why did you go with this specific spell? Why couldn't we go with the spell that brings the wife back? I feel like we could have just handled this a little bit different, Solomon Good, but, to each his own. I'm not going to put any toes here, but I feel like we could have gone down a different road.
I was so sad that my wife and baby died, so I decided to be a big baller and get money. But what are you going to do with all that money? What are you going to do with all those riches? What are you going to do with all those sheep? Like, seriously.
Yeah, he's going to buy another pig.
The whole thing.
He's going to buy maybe another duck.
The whole thing with the animals in the third movie, I was just like, oh, girl. I know we do gore, but, like, can we, like, slow it down a little bit? Like, what's going on here? This is a lot for me. It's worse watching a horror movie when you're eating, because it's like, God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to enjoy my food, and I can't because this is on my screen.
No, and they all smell. That was the one thing I was doing when I was watching the movie. I was just picturing how badly they all smell.
Oh my God. Jurgen.
And they're like...
Jurgen, you're like, they stink!
And she's going down on her, and I'm like...
Stop!
You don't have a shower.
No! Oh my gosh.
Like, what's real? And then the Mad Tom guy just looked like he never showered ever. And he's just going off about what everyone else in town is doing wrong. And I'm like, babe, why don't we focus on you for a minute? Spa, shower, the soap.
Jump in a river. Damn.
Anything. Wait for it to rain and stand outside. Literally anything. This guy's covered in must. And he's like, you know who has the devil in them? It's you. And it's like, no, Mad Thomas. I think if anyone is the, problem here, it's you, babe.
Yeah. Truly.
She actually said, director Lee Janiak, when she was, because they filmed 1666 first, she said that she was so impressed by that guy's performance, the guy who plays Mad Thomas, that she actually made, because he's the killer at Camp Nightwing in the second one, she actually wanted him to wear the mask only at the very end and have him be maskless for the majority of the movie, because she was like, I don't know why I'm putting a mask on you. You're such a great actor. Which just goes to show how well he did at playing Mad Thomas in 1666.
Yeah. And I feel like him putting on the mask near the end of the second movie does tie into, of course, the first movie of us seeing the mask killer. It was honestly really smart choice in the director because of how the movies kind of line up.
It's a great moment too when she tries to suffocate him and he survives, and then the light. I love that. I love that moment.
Oh yeah, that was good. Okay, so oh my gosh, the third movie truly just it did hurt me because of what you said. These are just two young girls in love, and the town is just they're witches. They're gonna be hanged. And so Sarah is like, you know what? I'm gonna save you, girl. I'm gonna do whatever it is I can to like make you free. She tries to find the book. She can't find the book, and then she figures out the widow's dead. So she goes to Solomon because she's like, oh, Solomon's my friend. He'll help me out. You know, he's got my back. And she finds a secret tunnel under his house. Let me tell you something, y'all. Secret tunnels, caves, passageways, hidden rooms. That's when you know you gotta go. If somebody
Red flag.
you got a secret room in your house, you up to something that is shady. You are shady. All right, I can't trust you. Because why do you have a room that no one else can get into but you? What's going on? What's in there? Hello? And of course, we discover he has made a deal with the devil. He has sacrificed the pastor of all people to like, you know, be his sacrifice so he can get his money and his riches and power and his glory. And I found it weird that like he was into her because it's that thing that I've experienced a lot where like a girl is nice to a guy and they're friends and the guy reads it as like attraction. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we crossed wires here. Like that wasn't it. And then he straight up was like, oh, you don't want to be with me? You don't want to be my wife and have 8 of my kids and be rich with me? And like, okay, so I guess you're just going to die. All right. I'm taking your hand. I'm taking your body. It's done. It's over with. And
yeah, he took her hand. Oh my god, that scene is so hard to watch. She's like, poor girl's got.
Oh my god, bro. Stop. When he like the final bit when the head comes off, I was like, end it. Please.
If he cuts off my hand and then says, I love you, I'm sorry. Master manipulator. I don't know.
You must think I'm dumb. You love me? You love me? That doesn't feel like love, babe.
Stab. Can't do that. Sorry.
That doesn't feel like love. Sorry. I don't know how you was treating your wife, but like... Since you're at the end of the video, don't forget to like the video and leave a comment down below. If you want early access to these highlights, join our Patreon. Patrons have access to our entire archive, including full-length videos. Patrons also have the opportunity to choose a topic for our podcast, and they get the opportunity to be a guest. Join now.